People in this fandom talk a lot about horse fame, with the whole recent events with KP. A lot of the times, the blame gets thrown on YouTubers like myself or anyone else who's even remotely popular. But there's the thing. This horse fame boogeyman, it's real, but it's not with these YouTubers. It's not with Mando, it's not with me, it's not with KP, it's with the show staff themselves. Because over the course of just a few days, I've been threatened multiple times by Nightmare Nights and Sibsy herself over a tweet sent in response to Biggest Jim saying fuck all the fans. Now, I can handle being blocked, that's whatever, I don't care about that. What I do care about is someone using their status to say that, hey, if you don't act a certain way with show staff or you don't tweet a certain way to show staff, maybe something happens to your channel. And they talk about how easy it is for them to take down my channel. Now, Savrin is a person that I've followed for many years. I have followed his podcast, Nodcast. He's been on my podcast before. And so when he reacted this way, essentially to a joke tweet that was in response to one of his fellow podcasters saying that I had autism in 3 different tweets, I thought it was just friendly banter. Savrin then has me blocked on his account, the Nightmare Nights account. His co-chair threatens to about how easy it'd be for my channel to be taken down in the midst of a conversation that had nothing to do with it. And then Savrin repeatedly says if I do something regarding exposing, telling anyone what he's doing, then he'll do, quote unquote, something to me. And that was really the point where I realized how many people is this happening to, where these con staffs or even other just normal fans are trapped in this mob mentality where they're attacking other people if they even dare criticize the people who make the show, because they're apparently above being criticized. When someone's telling them, when someone's saying fuck the fans, and then they're excluding all males from the demographic, which was not Lauren's original vision, I think my little jab was not the problem. When Sibsy's attacking a person who's apologizing if they even potentially offended her, my tweet's not the problem. This mob mentality that's going around regarding the show staff, regarding just how they're untouchable, how they're unapproachable, how they're completely free of fault in any situation is horrible. Because even the co-chair of Nightmare Nights said that Sibsy's response was equally bad as mine, which I don't even agree with. But in that case, he only blocked me. And then he told me that I needed to make special cases for show staff. When people are running these cons and they're telling me if I don't act a certain way, if I say something, that they're going to do something to my livelihood, that is not something that I let slide. I understand a lot of show staff are great. And yes, I also understand they get a lot of criticism, so do I. But that's the name of the game. When you're putting out content, you're going to get criticized. You're going to get berated. People are simply just not going to like you because you're popular, because you even get a little bit of views. People are just not going to like you because they don't want to like you. But that doesn't give you the ability to say that I'm above criticism now because I made MLP, or because I work on MLP, or because I worked on MLP. This mob mentality that's following these people that are really the only reason why they have these massive egos is toxic, and it needs to be addressed. Cons that bend over backwards for these people at the point of saying screw our attendees, screw the fandom, it's all about them, need to be addressed. this shady activity, which you can find all the DMs of this entire conversation in a paste bin, if that's how they're acting with me, then I can't conceive of how they're acting with smaller accounts. Because when you see someone who owns Nightmare Nights coming up to you and saying, hey, if you don't act a certain way, maybe something happens to you. And you have no clout, you have no voice in the fandom. Or not a very large one, because I think this fandom has done a great job of allowing small people to be able to actually voice their opinions and be heard on serious issues. I think this is something that needs to be addressed. This is a problem. It needs to be addressed. I didn't want to make this. I tried for a day, a couple of hours straight of just trying to get in contact with him. And all I got were veiled threats and half-hearted apologies. This is an issue that's probably well above this fandom. I see it everywhere. And I know it's not going to go away from one video. I know it's not going to go away from 100 videos. I know it's not going to go away from 100,000 videos. But I cannot just stay silent. I can't not address this. When someone's telling me if I speak, they'll do something to me, then I'm going to speak. Because I'd rather die than bite my tongue. And that might sound extreme to you guys, but YouTube is my job. And whether it was something in YouTube or a normal job or even just in life, I'm not going to let someone try to bully me into not speaking my mind, to bully me into censoring myself. I don't care if I'm banned from every con and every horse famous show staff suddenly hates me, or every horse fame Brony disowns me and says that I'm no longer part of the fandom. I wouldn't even care if this video got 1,000 dislikes, because I can't just not say anything when it comes to this. And I can't stay quiet. I tried. I honestly did. I had an entire video recorded. I scrapped it because I didn't want to do this. I had other stuff to do. I wanted to let this go, but repeatedly being threatened by the con head, and then him saying how he doesn't mind fighting dirty. That's what he said. He said he doesn't mind fighting dirty. And then he tried to say that this isn't related to him in a post where he's talking about the shithead YouTuber that he just blocked. This needs to be addressed, honestly. And I know this isn't as probably rage-inducing or angry and loud as you guys may have thought it would have been. But this is one of the few times where I don't have a persona and that I'm coming to you guys genuinely. Because this is cringy, as weird as it sounds, actually hurts me. This was one of the guys that I grew up watching. This was probably one of the guys who inspired me to start making videos. Him, Two Stints, Furcast, all of them. And to have one of them just literally threatening you over a joke after his friend was insulting you first. And I took those comments in stride. I thought they were light-hearted banter, but apparently no, they were being serious. But even though they're being serious, apparently my joke was the most offensive thing. Offensive enough to threaten me multiple times. This video has already been 9 minutes. And I think it's time to end it. I honestly don't know how to end it, though. And I'll just leave you with what I've been saying. I know it won't be stopped by one video, but I think it needs to be addressed. And I think it really does need to be addressed. I don't think there will be any ads on this video. I don't want to profit from this video. And I'm sure people will use that as a thing to dilute my message. So I just want a conversation. And that's it.